recognizing my everythings. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you've been here with me, hey. Today's reading is for Sagittarius. If you're unfamiliar or you don't remember how I do readings, I do them based on the time that has been offered to me for me to be able to share the message with you. Today, Sagittarius, your reading is about some type of harm that has been done to you. And seeing maybe like, I'm seeing that Spirit is sending a message about your family values, or that by the end of this read, you will resonate with setting family values for healing wounds that have been passed down through your bloodline. Yes, I had to, because there are several different cards that came out to describe what the read would be specifically focused on, and that's what I'm seeing. Like, it has to do with family values, so it could be you setting those family values, you establishing those boundaries, setting the standard for how it is that you want to raise your family, standing on it, because you had to do your own kind of healing in your life. Just like I always say in my other reads, the challenges that we encounter in our lives are inherited, so there's not really anyone to blame, because you are also endowed with the ability to overcome those challenges by the way of the strength of the Creator that designed it all. So Sagittarius, I'm seeing that you've been going through a cycle of you've been going through a harmful cycle, like a cycle of you maybe being abused or something like that, and maybe you feeling like you couldn't get away from this cycle of abuse. And I'm seeing that if you weren't released from that cycle, or if you didn't overcome those challenges, that you would be dead by now. And I'm seeing that, you know what I'm seeing? It's saying something about total clickbait. So this is kind of reminding me of
Krishan Rock and Blueface. And I don't really talk about celebrities or anything like that, because they probably encounter the same kind of challenges, right? The overall read is kind of laying out the outline for the fact that people are entertained by you being caught up in abusive cycles.
And they don't realize that death could be waiting for you if you never overcome that challenge. So even the other people that may have known or recognized that you were going through this cycle of being like in a harmful relationship, they also were sitting on the sidelines, like eating off of the information and getting entertained by it. And I see now that you're reserved, you're peaceful, and you're in your own zone. So you may be focusing on doing your own thing, or trying to figure out how to rebuild your life now that you're out of that cycle. And I think that that's a gift from God's source, the God that is good, that comes in and restores hope in your life. So the time that has been offered to me for me to be able to share this message with you is your Ace of Cups. It's recognizing that there is an offering, an opportunity for an open heart, and I hope that you're open to receive love and light and healing energy in regard to this reading. And I hope that the message gives you a sense of peacefulness and continued support and you doing your own thing because you're making us proud. In the challenge position, we have the Knight of Rods with the Three of Swords. So the Three of Swords is representing you healing from your heart being broken in this experience. And I know that may have been or maybe is challenging, though there's no better time than now with this Knight of Rods to move forward in confidence with quick action, because this Ace of Cups, on your end has been offered to you. I hope that you're willing and ready and open to receive it. So the overall read will be about the Hierophant. And the Hierophant is representing pushback. It came out in a challenging position, so it also represents like pushing back and not going along with what is being suggested to you. Now I'm seeing that kind of perspective is unnatural. Like, it's unnatural for you to have this kind of position. You're being very nonchalant and blasé about what other people have to say. This Hierophant in a challenging position could represent how other people are seeing you, and they see you as being nonchalant, like blasé, and they may have their own reservations because you are in your own zone, because you are focused on yourself, though they're not grasping on the capacity that it takes healing from a broken heart, and it takes confidence in the decision to move forward, to break these karmic cycles and heal by yourself before you think about continuing in, on a path of not healing from toxic ways, like forcing yourself to continuously be around certain people or to do certain things, go to a certain job that doesn't contribute to your healing, or continuing to be in relationships that don't contribute to your growth. I'm just seeing that they're like, that's a hard pill to swallow for these people. So you're in this Nine of Cups energy. With this Nine of Cups is representing your wishes being granted, you being like feeling grace. Like feeling the grace that has been provided to you, and you being able to offer that same kind of grace to others, and just being grateful, really just being grateful for all that you have. You're grateful that you have the space, the time, and the ability, the independence to breathe, to reset your mind, to have the time to think things through, seeing that it doesn't have to make sense to you. Because you've been through a lot. You have been through a lot of stuff, and all the other people in your bloodline that had encountered this kind of challenge, none of them were able to overcome it the way that you were this time around. And with every time that challenge runs its course or its cycle through your bloodline, it registers with the soul that, did it raise your spirit correctly? Did you grow from it? Did you learn from it? So being patient and being graceful with yourself in this time, and having the utmost amount of gratitude and appreciation, means I don't have to explain myself to anybody. I know what it is that I went through. I know what the things were that I overcame. I know what things and what parts of myself I sacrificed. I know what it is that I need to heal from. And it sounds selfish when you start it all with I. However, I also cannot contribute to a group thing if I don't have me together, if I'm not choosing me first. So I'm seeing that you're prioritizing yourself, you're putting yourself first, you're in your own zone, you're doing your own thing, and we are all so proud of you. Your ancestors, your spirit guides are so proud of you because you overcame a challenge for your bloodline that healed not just you, though all that came from you. And even if no one can be in the physical to tell you that, I'm here to tell you that today, I learned from it. Somewhere along the line, we connected. And I'm telling you right now that I learned from it and I grew from it, so I know that you did too. And that's why we have the Sun card. Because where do we get all of our energy from? Who is releasing these messages within the reality for all life to grow? The Sun. And we're thriving and we're growing, and it's beautiful, and you're creating legends. And I'm seeing that it's savory, it's appetizing, it satisfies the soul. It satisfies the soul to see you grow the way that you have spiritually, emotionally, mentally, physically, financially secure. I checked all the boxes, and I'm seeing that that's what's going on with you. That's what's going on with us as a collective. And then that brings you into this Three of Pentacles, where you are perfecting your craft. I'm skilled at this. I'm good at this. I'm confident. And these are becoming less of a challenge. I'm seeing this broken heart, or what was a broken heart, as something that was necessary for me to be. Like, if I was always receiving it from this, really just receiving it all from that, then this was necessary. It was necessary so that I can be in this energy, so that I can be in this energy, and now so I can be in this energy. And I'm hearing all is well with my soul, and it's all for your good. It's distinguishing you from the rest of all of us. As we look up in the sky, we see all of these stars. We realize none of them compare to the sun within our solar system. And we depend on the sun to give us the incentive to grow. We need to grow. And it has to be these experiences, these lessons. So on a spiritual level, you have grown. You have skills on a spiritual level to break curses. And who would I learn that from other than you? I'm getting kind of like emotional because I'm honored to be doing this read for you. And I know it may feel like a little bit scary because you're like, I don't even know her. So I'm honored that you overcame this kind of abuse for the sake of your bloodline. Because who's to say that I don't die? And years, centuries from now, my spirit returns and I'm a part of your bloodline, and I don't have to inherit a challenge of abuse like that. So Sagittarius, thank you for all that you've done, for all that you do, and for all that you will do. We all are proud of you, and I'll see you next time.